bring in Derek Jeter. The Yankees have brought their good luck charm. He's been on the trip. He bat boyed game 2 back at Yankee Stadium. Jimmy DeAngelo. He hasn't lost in that bat boy uniform for the New York Yankees. George Steinbrenner ran into Jimmy and his father in Cleveland during the ALCS. Jimmy had been hit by a foul ball a year ago and undergone some plastic surgery. Told the story to Mr. Steinbrenner, and he said, all right, you're in uniform tonight and bat boying for the Yankees, and they brought him along.
And there's talk that they're going to sign him to a multi-year contract. The Yankees continue to win with little Jimmy DeAngelo manning the bat boy tours.
Of course, he'll have to repeat 9th grade. Imagine him getting back to school. Jimmy, where's your homework? I did it. I did it. I swear, Don Zimmer ate my homework.
Baseball player.
Back in Cleveland, as you take a look at this young man, a bat boy tonight, his name is James DeAngelo. Well, he was in the hotel this morning, saw George Steinbrenner walking around the hotel, went up and introduced himself to George, said he was at a game 2.5 years ago and got hit by a foul pitch, suffered some minor injuries. The young man was told by Mr. Steinbrenner, I'm going to get you a uniform, you're going to be a bat boy tonight. So his dad is here in the stands, and James is a very fortunate young man. Bob?
Jim, thanks a lot. Nice story. George Steinbrenner, of course, is from Cleveland. Family shipbuilding business here.
Left. Giles will take it as we go to Jim Gray.
Well, there's a very surprised visitor once again here in Yankee Stadium. 14-year-old James DeAngelo. There you see him. The bat boy was personally hired by George Steinbrenner in a Cleveland hotel lobby over the weekend. There you see his record. He's 2-0. That's why he's back tonight. He thought his dream come true story had come to an end. Well, he went to school today, and Mr. Steinbrenner's office called his father and asked what school he goes to, and he goes to school in Greenwich, Connecticut. The office then called out to the principal to get a hold of the teacher to tell young James that Mr. Steinbrenner would like him in uniform again tonight at 6 o'clock to be at the stadium. So he's here, Bob.
Hey, Jim, let me ask you this. Did he Wally Pimp the old bat boy?
No, he hasn't. He hasn't displaced anybody, but he certainly has become the leading luck charm and the lead bat boy for the moment.
So nobody lost their job.
Nobody lost their job.
There you go. Out of play, 0-2. Well, there's something out of a Norman Rockwell painting, huh? The Yankees have depth everywhere.
Tonight, he didn't look like a kid just out of Columbus.
Let's get to the reason you won this series. There's a little kid who came up to me today, when I've come to know him in the series, and he says, you're not going to believe what happened to me at school today. My teacher gets called out of the room and then comes back and says, James, Mr. Steinbrenner's office called, and they need you in the Bronx.
Yeah, they need you in the Bronx.
I'm talking about James DeAngelo, the kid who a couple of years ago got a baseball in the face, and here is James. He was called back by your office today because he's been the lucky charm 3 in a row.
The players want him back. This young man, we were playing in Cleveland, and I'm sitting in the lobby of the hotel waiting for my ride, and he came walking through, and nice kid, and he came over and he said, Mr. Steinbrenner, he said, the players ever come down here? And he was a yes sir, no sir kid. I didn't know him at all.
He's a really great little kid.
And I started to talk to him, and I said, sit down here and talk to me. And he did, and he, yes sir, no sir, and he told about how he had been hit at a Yankee game and had stitches, 61 stitches, and then he had plastic surgery.
Wait a minute. We have a
Here he is.
Come on in here, kid.
Here's my main man.
He's all drenched. You're not old enough for this. Come here, sit on my knee right here. Hey, James.
Hello.
All right, here's the big question. You've had a real big week. You're going to have to miss school next week.
Don't swallow any of that champagne now, or your teachers will.
You're going to have to miss school next week. You know that.
I am.
Yeah.
That's fine
George?
with me.
George?
Well, we got to talk to your teachers now because school is important.
But you got to take him with you, right?
We do if the teachers will let us. He's got to work hard now.
Wait a minute. It's 1:45.
I know it.
I went to school today.
And you're going to go tomorrow?
You're going tomorrow too, buddy.
That sounded pretty serious. What's it been like for you?
It's been amazing. I couldn't believe it, you know? I mean, like a week ago, I was like sitting in the stands, like asking players for autographs and stuff. Now I can just go up to them and say hi, you know, and talk to them.
He's making the most of it, but he's a good young man. He represents all that's good about America, all the young kids, the young people. He's a good representative. He's a yes or no sir kid, and he's very polite. And he asked me about did the players ever come through the lobby? And he'd been sitting there, and his dad wasn't there. His dad was shopping, and his dad's a nice guy too. And I don't know why. I didn't even know. I didn't remember him. And I just said, well, tell you what we're going to do tonight. We're going to make you the honorary bat boy for the Yankees. And
it's
he went down there.
3 straight games now. I think you're due for a raise, personally.
Oh,
James.
gee, you're a big help. It's all I can do to get you out of school.
What was it like today when the teacher came into class and said, Mr. Steinbrenner's office called? What did all your classmates say?
They started like laughing and like they were happy actually for me. I mean, I couldn't believe it. You know, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna do another game this time at Yankee Stadium. I've been going to Yankee Stadium since I was little, and I couldn't believe that I'd actually be in the dugout.
Well, James, everyone who has met you, and that includes a lot of people, has felt that you're a really special kid, and it's been great to meet you.
Thank you.
We'll see you on Saturday.
Okay.
Thanks a lot. Go pour some more champagne.
Go home and go to bed now. Yeah, they really.
It's a really nice thing you've done. That's going to make you happy.
His journey down that Canyon of Heroes today. He was there to take part in, actually be part of the Yankees World Series ticker tape parade. Channel 3's Curtis Jackson is in New York City, and everybody there is a Yankee fan tonight, right, Curtis?
Indeed, Al, very much so. The whole city has come together for this event. The 98 Yankees have officially been added to the history pages with a spectacular ticker tape parade here for the names like Strawberry, Brocious, Wells, and D'Angelo. He was named an honorary bat boy after getting hit by a foul ball. From then on, James D'Angelo has been the Yankees' lucky charm. So it is perhaps fitting that he pulls up to a bowl of clovers, shamrocks, and stars before one of the biggest days of his life. Ever humble, James still struggles with his new title.
They've won 7 games in a row, not in the playoffs, but during the season they've won over 7 games before without me. So they just have a good team.
Nevertheless, James's luck earned him a trip to the World Series, and now a parade down the Canyon of Champions.
Are you nervous?
Yeah, I am. But I think that'll be fun. All the players that were there 2 years ago said it was so much fun.
Amongst the screaming horde of New York faithful, James is literally 1 in a million.
I'm a season ticket holder at Yankee Stadium, and I've seen balls hit fans before, and to see something like this happen to this little kid can't happen any better.
A lot of people are doing what they can to just get a glimpse of the Yankees, but James has a front row seat. So we gave him one of our video cameras so we can see what he sees. Darryl Strawberry sitting with friends. Orlando Hernandez spending time with his family from Cuba. The parade through the eyes of a child. And if you think this is the last of the honors for young James, you can guess again. Turns out that pitcher David Wells has spoken to owner George Steinbrenner about making sure that James gets a world championship ring. Al?
Wow, the hits just keep on coming. That's great. Curtis Jackson live in New York City tonight.